Big smiles on the fans' faces here, and why not? China have won everything so far. Of course, the North Chinese fixture at the top, but there's an opportunity here as well for Liu Shengshu and Tan Ning, the top seeds. Home favourites against Kim Hae-jong and Kong Hee-young of Korea. They are the 7th seeds. So Jia Yifan and Zhang Shuxian await the finalists. The winner of this match will play that pairing tomorrow. That's the first time I remember big gap between the pairs. They normally all walk out together.
Just building the tension.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I don't know.
The grand entrance. Well, they've only met once before. That was not too long ago, actually, last month's Indonesia Open, where Liu and Tan won in straight games.
Black, red, choose. Black. Black, you win the toss. Serve, receive, or court. Serve, who will serve? Kim will serve. Who will receive? Liu will receive. Which side? Choose that side.
Oh dear, oh dear. There it is again.
Just astounded. I want to know the number of matches won in this tournament on this court where you've opted to serve rather than choose a side. Amazed.
Or receive. Just anything,
or
to do,
anything,
anything to do with
anything
this,
serve related.
Anything to do with the irrelevance of serve and return.
Dismissive co-commentator here.
I just think it's madness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd love to know what's the thinking behind it. Anyway, we can't speculate on that right now.
Well, very little. I think that is the answer. That is the only answer, surely.
Kim Hae-jong is 27, 162 centimeters tall. Currently playing at number 2. Kong Hee-young is 28. She is a former world number 1 with Kim So-young. Sorry, they're currently 6th in the world, I should say, excuse me. She's an Olympic bronze medalist from 2020. Also has World Championship medals in 2022, silver, 21 and 23 bronzes. These are their opponents. Beck and Lee, that's a big win for the 4th seeds. But they've had 2 bruising encounters. Liu Shengshu is 21 from northern China, Liaoning, 175 centimeters tall. Time is 22 from further down south in Yunnan. Olympic silver medalists last year in Paris. Asian champions as well this year, bronze last year. They have 13 titles together. They beat the defending champions Li Jing and Yu Shuomin, who were qualifiers but fifth seeds.
Yeah, I mean, they're quite an established, decent pair, Liu and Lo. I mean, it was an all-Chinese battle yesterday, and it was an all-Korean battle for the two places to get into this position here, this semi-final.
Brian Clearwell there, Suriname. Umpire Satyan Mahadu of Mauritius is the service judge.
The Chinese, 12 finals on the World Tour since the beginning of last year, and they've won 9 of those, I think it is.
Yeah, 5 of the last 6. Incredible. And that one that they didn't win was the semi-final of the Singapore Open. So they are dominating things at the moment. Though they've never got to this stage of the China Open. So this is huge.
Ready?
Now. First ever semi-final here.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kim Hee-jung and Kong Hee-young, Korea. And on my left, Liu Xing-shu and Tan Ning, China. Kim Hee-jung to serve to Liu Xing-shu. Love all. Play.
Just going back to that coin toss and the choices made, or lack of choices made. There's only one thing that perhaps I'm not giving these players credit for, which is possibly a sort of mental strength exercise in which there's a potential for 3 games, right? It's an odd number, which means if it does go to 3, you've got to win 1 and lose 1 anyway. Whether you win the first and lose the second,
right,
or lose the first and win the second, you're going to 3. And there might be some credit taken in that if it gets endy, you know, if it is endy, which it is, and you get to a 3rd, you've still got to do better on the good end.
Yeah.
You've got a job to do, so to speak. And therefore, the process, perhaps, is more important to them than allowing for any kind of pressure outside of their own game.
Okay.
There's an argument there, I think. But for me, I just think that the pressure is too much to ignore it, if you like, and I don't think it can be ignored.
Yeah.
But that's me. They might be completely different, and maybe they are playing it a point at a time, and that is it. They are not. They don't care. They don't care where they are. They don't care who they're playing. That's what it suggests. They don't care what the conditions are. We're out here to do our job. That's all we're focused on.
Okay.
It's 1 point at a time, in which case, if somebody offers me the choice to serve or return, and I'm thinking only about the next point,
then I'm not bothered.
I'm going to take one of those options.
Yeah.
I don't care about the court.
3.
However, I think the effect is too much, in my book, to ignore and should be given a bit more value, if that's the mentality.
I suppose they're thinking, well, we're going to have that side anyway, whether it's the first game or the second game.
Yeah. Or that, yeah,
So
that added pressure.
So, yeah, let's not put that on ourselves. Let's just take it as it comes. I mean, yeah, that's a perfectly feasible argument.
Yeah.
When, as you say,
I think
when it is so skewed.
I think the percentage of people that would actually be thinking like that, though, is
Low.
small.
Yeah. I would agree.
if any. But
Mind you, we've seen a few of that.
Yes, but it's been again, I think I was a little bit harsh to the Malaysian camp earlier, because it was 2 or 3 times in a few days where I'd seen Malaysian doubles pay no attention to it and play in a style that suggests they're not really giving it enough attention. Therefore, I think that's bad preparation. This, for the Koreans, I would be surprised if they are ignoring it because they are naive. I think they are potentially ignoring it because they are putting more weight, more priority on other things. I think that's landed on the line.
Called out.
Oh, called out. This might have just clung on to the edge. It was close.
You know, you've got the likes of Park Ju-bong back in the, well, with the Korean camp.
Yeah.
He's a meticulous man. I'd be surprised if they hadn't thought all this through.
And also, when you speak with other coaches, top coaches around the world, I mean, I've had conversations this week with Kenneth Johnson, with Erwin Shire, you know, singles, doubles, with Vita Marissa, with various people in the game, players as well.
Service over.
And there's big talk about the drift conditions and how to combat that.
Everyone we've spoken to, right,
is talking about it. And so, yeah, I still think it's something that perhaps just needs thinking about. So let's say it's 1 point at a time for the Koreans, and that's all they're focused on. Whether it's we're on the good end, let's get a lead, whether it's we're on the bad end, let's try and hold on here. Whatever the mentality is, at least there needs to be a plan as to, if we win the toss, we're going to choose this end because, and then put it away, put it to bed, ignore the rest, get on with that game plan of 1 point at a time. But at least there's been some forethought
into it. Yeah, that's why I'm fascinated to know that anyone that hasn't picked an end on winning the toss, I want to hear from them what.
Yeah, why?
Why?
Oh, that's a very slow drop shot from Standing. Ooh. See, look at that pressure. We were talking about the women's doubles earlier. And I think there was a conversation about whether Zhai Fan and Zhang Shushan can combat, overtake, get up to the same level as these two. And I said, I don't know the way, don't think so. That rally there is one of the reasons why. It's a commitment to the mid-court and forecourt attack that you perhaps don't see as much with other pairs around the world. Oy. Oh, it's gone long.
Oh, it's gone long. Took a while, that one.
Did. That also, I think, promotes a challenge. If the line judge takes quite a long time to decide,
it's true,
then it's got to be close.
Yeah. Ah, there you go. Good challenge.
Correction, in, service over, 5-7. Play.
I wonder as well if these line judges feel the pressure.
I'm sure they do.
You know, you're in China, at the China Open, Super 1000, with a Chinese team right in front of you, and all the crowd favouring them, and it's landed on the line.
Service over, 8-5. 9-5.
Biggest lead they've had so far, 4 points in these early stages.
That is a level above Liu Shengxu there. Just the anticipation and expectation of the drive coming back at her, the readiness to push forwards and add even more pace to her own drive back. So aggressive. Well played.
Service over. 6-9.
Look at that left leg jump out. She's got some power, Kong Hee-yong. There's 3 signals behind the back there, I think.
Did look like it.
I wonder what that means.
Yeah, tell us.
Service over.
Who knows?
10-6.
Yeah, everybody's got their... Because sometimes it looks like they're pointing left, but actually they mean number 1.
Ah.
What number 1 means, who knows? That's up to them.
Right, that's their own internal...
Yeah. Or maybe they are pointing left, you know. Tan Ning looking very relaxed in defense.
Service over. 7-10.
Drops it in.
Service over. 11-7.
It's like she's playing in an exhibition right now, Tan Ning. She looks super casual. In turn of serve, she could have belted it back, and she just laid it off and then casually walked in and played a lovely little net shot.
So 11-7, Liu Shengxu and Tan Ning leading here against Kim Ha-jong and Kong Hee-yong.
여기서 막 하는데 붙어서 그냥 아까 지금 그러니까 안 꺾어.
要慢去倒另外一边啊，记住了，不要对你可输，回来打他之后他就在前面，
20 seconds.
一定要去倒气啊，反拍也是，
Coaches, take your seats, please. Coach. (11-7) Play. (12-7) (13-7)
Players quite often put that hand up in apology, which is totally unnecessary for me when those kind of shots in the forecourt. Hey! Oh. Ace.
All going very well for them at the moment.
7.
The pressure that the Koreans are under right now is huge. You can just see, and the more and more the Chinese look relaxed, the worse it gets for the Koreans. Oh, what a save.
Oh, they get that. So low down.
Well, 15-7.
8-point lead.
Kim and Kong are getting drawn into a mid-court sort of who can hit it harder and better battle. And that is not the battle you want to be getting into. Not against Tan and Liu. Need to find a way to turn it around.
7.
We've talked about it a little bit in the mixed doubles this week. Just try and find the space, wait, and caress it into the open spaces, try and get the lift, try and play net. Because the mid-court is not where you want to be going to war with these two.
Yeah, they've been...
That's in, I think.
Just in. Yeah, they've been
Service
one of the
over.
most successful player
8,
pairs this
16.
year. Liu Shengshu and Tan Ning, just 5 defeats in 42 matches. Their worst performance is a quarter-final exit at the India Open. Everything else has been very, very impressive.
Good net. There you go. Soft net. Get the lift. Try and create something from here without necessarily using pace throughout the attack.
9, 16.
Variation. It's difficult on this side of the court, I know,
Thank you.
because you don't have the rear court option. You've still got the slice.
On court.
The slice drops, the stop drops, the,
Play.
you know, vary it with the big smash. That is, of course, only when they can actually get the attack in the first place, which is a challenge in itself. There you go.
Gone long.
That's the difficulty, of course.
Service over.
Both the Chinese
17.
know
9.
that the Koreans can't go hard in the, you know, we've talked about it all week, can't go hard into the rear court. So
Yeah.
they then push their base up. The Chinese push their base up the court and say, take us on from here.
Yeah.
And the Chinese can then, it's exponential. Take the shuttle earlier, control the net. Everything gets easier. They attempted to go over the top, and of course the drift kicks in and it goes long. It is difficult.
There you go. Very long. From
18,
Kong.
9.
This pairing got together, Kim and Kong, at the end of last year. Their third stint together from the juniors, then briefly in 2018 to 2019.
Yeah, they had a big mix-up, didn't they, a few years back,
Yeah.
when Lee So-hee and Shin Sun-chan sort of stopped playing together, and then Lee played with Baek, and there was a changing of the Kims.
Yes.
And
Different Kim and Kong now.
yes.
10, 18.
But hey, 3 titles this year, including a Singapore Open, 750. Pretty good. 82% win rate. 4 finals in total they've been in.
Oh,
Service
that's
over.
an indecision, or
19,
could she simply not get to
10.
this shot?
Getting vastly outplayed here at the moment.
Their style, the Koreans, is much better suited to that far end. We should expect a better fight and a better battle from the change of ends.
10 game points for Liu
20,
Tan.
game point, 10.
Oi, great save. What a rally.
Wrapped
Game.
up quickly. Liu Tan have won
by
this at a canter.
Liu Shengshu and Tan Ning, 21.
A reaction
10.
time here with that cross for Tan Ning. Perfect. And you're absolutely right with that word, canter. They weren't even in top gear.
现在顺风的时候也是跟那个说的，发球稍微轻一点，往下软一点，他们不好推啊，他们肯定全力推，而且他们肯定会抢网。
接发推出来的时候，我觉得后面那个人不要发力，软挡，对你软挡都觉得都是啊。然后我推了。
第一局成功的是他们打你反拍以后，不要抽对角线和中路，先抽开塔，抽边线，抽开塔，抽完他以后2个人双压啊，他们肯定想抢网，让你们去起球，因为都不知道不好起射门，对吧？然后我们要去对待他，然后不好打球，先软下来网线一定要去贴紧，不要让他抢，不要让他抢网抢的那么舒服。
他肯定比我们起球，对，往前那个人后面回头都不要那个。
그러니까 여기서 낮게 올려갖고 스파이크 타임은 내가 다시 또 드라이브 대신 오잖아. 그걸 잡아주든지 한번 잡아줘야 돼. 쑥쑥 빠져버리면 안 된단 말이야.
때려도 되니까 그냥 누르고 때리면 되잖아. 팀 앞에서 말을 때려야지. 그럼 어쨌든 네가 분명히 잡혀야 돼. 굉장히 앞에서 내가 컨트롤 해줘야 돼.
들어오려고 하면 일단 한번 올려봐. 들어. 그래, 좀 안 나가는 코트니까. 높게.
섹스 올라가 잡아.
높게 올리고 수비 한번 해봐. 높게 올리고 나서.
20
다시
seconds.
해봐.
20 seconds.
Bobby, you mentioned just before the end of that first game that Kim and Kong would prefer this end. Could you expound on that a little
Second
bit more?
game.
Why they
Global.
would prefer this end? I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, it's the preferred end generally, but why?
It's easier to absorb the attack from, you know, if you're on the far side, you've got the options to block, as always, but you've also got the option to drive it back with interest. Let's say Liu Shengshu on the left side is up in the round the head corner hitting a smash. The Koreans would be slightly further on the left side, and one of them could drive it back into the rear corner, the other corner, with confidence. It's difficult to do that from this side of the court, going away from the camera. It's easy to do it from the other side, this way. And then you've got the relift. So if you lift it in defense as well, you can lift it with confidence. Again, if the Chinese pair now, this end, lift, you've got to be very careful. You haven't got a sort of big margin for error. There you go, big high lift, very easy, confident. You can just, bit of luck there.
Service over. 1,
So,
2.
you've got the high lift, you've got the cross drive, you've got, well, any kind of aggressive rear court driving option you've now got, and they didn't have it in the opening game, and that is very much their style. They're not the sort of let's try and chip the net and get a lift and, you know, front and back smash type of pair. They're happy to compete with the Chinese pair in that mid-court normally, but on that first end, on that first game, you know, you just can't not
Service over.
when the ends are so drifty like this. Which is why I was saying, don't get into a mid-court battle with the Chinese here. That's just suicide.
Four, 1.
It might be borne out by what we're seeing at the moment. Much better start for the Koreans on this end.
Five, 1.
I suppose the flip side to what you said right at the start of this match, with perhaps the Korean thinking here on this, is when you're not bothered about the end, but you're not thinking about the ends, when you're taking that out of the equation. And that's what we're theorizing that they might be doing, that's out.
Yeah, well, it's the only thing in my mind that could explain it as a positive, proactive kind of thought process.
The flip side to that is if you are a pair that obviously take that into account, right? You know when you're on this poorer end or harder end, trickier end as the Chinese are now, that's always in the back of your mind. It's constantly in your mind. Trickier and trickier and trickier end.
Yeah, but it should be though.
No, I know, but if it's not, you're not thinking about that necessarily. You're taking that out of the equation. You're not trying to. You're not putting that at the front of your thoughts. There's psychologically, if you're not worried about it, you're just playing how you want to play. And I know that's not necessarily intuitive, because you should be taking that into account, right?
Sure.
You should, your shots, you're not putting the full force into it. But there is this theory in psychology where a fear of something then manifests itself in all the actions that you take, because that's always playing in your mind.
Yeah.
And
so what you're saying is there might be a chance that
So
putting it
it's
out of
over.
their minds, not caring about
6,
it, is a positive
4.
because they'll just go out there and play. Is that what?
yeah,
Right.
effectively.
I could not disagree more.
Yeah, I know.
In my opinion.
Yeah, no,
And-
I totally agree with
And
that.
that's because
Late.
these are elite level athletes
Yeah.
who train day in, day out. They know the reaction they're going to get by hitting the shuttle in a certain way. And they could... if you threw the shuttle over the net to me and I was still on the service line, I could close my eyes and hit a lift with a
Yes.
good length.
Yes.
You know, and I don't play anymore. What I'm saying is,
They should be taking
if you're going to win medals at big events,
No.
China Open, World Champs, Olympics, whatever it might be, you need to be the master of your own destiny. And if
100%.
there's something that is affecting the game, it's like having another opponent out there. You've got two players against each other, and then you've got a third opponent called the conditions, if you like, and you need to beat both.
Yeah.
And so to beat both, I think there needs to be a, hey, this is going to happen, and it is going to affect us for this entire game while we're on this side of the court. It's going to change when we change ends, and this is how we're going to play those two ends. And mastering that, it ought to be in your mind at every rally.
Oh,
in my opinion,
I 100% agree. I'm trying to
justify.
see what they might be thinking, and conversely for Liu and Tan, at every point they know that must be at the forefront of their thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Every single shot.
Liu and Tan here started the second game poorly, if you like, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's actually the Koreans have started it better. But how many times have we seen Liu and Tan go hard, like full force, into the rear court with drives or lifts? Look how soft.
Correct.
That shot, that is soft. She could hit that twice as hard. That one was harder. That's soft. That's soft. You're hitting down with a smash, fair enough, but I'm talking about the shots that end up in that one. She could hit that harder.
Yeah, agreed.
Thoughtful. There you go. It's a thoughtful approach to play on this side of the court by the Chinese.
Because the conditions are at the forefront of your thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they should be.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to really get an example this week of what we're talking about, take a look at Wang Zhiyi's quarter-final match. That, for me, was the perfect example of how to play. She won in 2, and the way in which she did it, the way in which her game changed against Riko Gunji from end to end, was perfect. It was a brilliant example of managing the conditions as well as the match itself.
Oh, brilliant.
There's the danger, you see.
Yeah.
Most of the rally, there was one shot in there that was hit
7,
hard, but it was I'm
8.
quite late, and I've got a lot of court to aim at with a cross drive, but I think Sheng Shu it was, hit that shot, but otherwise everything else was just placed rather than full power.
Yeah, so far today, for the first 2 matches,
Service over.
I've seen the favoured
9,
player or
7.
pair cope very well with the conditions. The last game, of course, the last match, it went to 3. Not necessarily because of the conditions per se. Here we have Liu and Tan. They've adapted nicely, haven't they?
Yeah, and I'm not sure it's a huge surprise that higher ranked or favourite, if you like, in each of these was a Chinese player or pair. There is a clear thought process by the entire Chinese team this week, and we've seen it, and it's been proven in singles, doubles, and mixed.
9.
Agreed.
That the styles change significantly when they change ends here.
Right, thank you. Players on court. Eight, 9, play.
Risky lift in the middle of that rally, and judged it to perfection to keep it, to hit the back line from there. She could have just laid that off or driven it back.
Service over. 9, 10.
Just 1 point in this at the moment. But it's Liu Tan who lead. Vitally.
Yeah, remember I was saying don't get into the mid-court battle in the first game with the Chinese. Well, the Chinese now are under that pressure of...
Play.
I mean, they're good in that respect, and probably the best in the world in that respect, but even Liu Shengshu came off second best then in the mid-court fighting the battle
11-9
to, I think it was Kong Hee-yeon.
Interval.
So 11-9 to Liu Tan then at the interval of the second game. They've won the first one. Straights.
你再上来的时候，你要看他，他如果人上来以后，啪推回去，他没动，你再去抢我，对吧？不要老是我一上来我就想抢我，但他上来以后模拟他，还有机会的时候，并且不能去打，懂吗？他往后站一点，他只要一感觉要变速的时候，往后站一点，啊，好吗？
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Coaches, take your seats.
잘 나가는 게 아니니까.
어? 11-9, play.
Fan Ning was just ducked when she's on the service line somewhere around the tee then to ensure she didn't get in her partner's way. Oh no, I think it's gone wide. Challenge from Shengshu.
Challenges called out.
Certainly out.
Challenge unsuccessful. Service over. 10, 11.
Kim Kong have to wrest the initiative back.
Play.
Oi.
All.
Put away nicely in the end. Him Hee Jong, but even that Tan Ning nearly kept it in court. Yeah.
Place on court, please. All. Play.
That's short.
Service over.
Great shout from Sheng Xu
Wow.
to her partner.
11.
To let it fall short. Oh, clash of rackets, is it? Or a broken string? One of the two.
Oh,
Wow.
what a shot that was. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Look at the smile from the
13.
coach as well. He loved
11.
that. Oh, this could not have been played any better. I thought she put it into the net. It was so tight to start with.
Yeah.
Oh, on the back foot, left the shuttle. Where is it? Here we go. Look at that.
Oh. So good to watch that.
Well, you asked me, well, she's missed, but you asked me for an example of the difference.
14.
Yeah.
The setup
11.
of this rally is the difference. You watch this shot here. That, I think it was that one. Came in quite late in the rally, but it was the fact that she could step in and then drive it as hard as she likes. Deep into that court and cause the Chinese problems in defense. No excuse for missing, though.
Yeah. That'll be disappointment there for Kim. And
Blue.
3-point lead at this stage.
Play.
Pulling away.
15. 11.
There was a shot near the start of the rally that it looked as if Kong Hee-young had 2 takes at it. And again there, sometimes you just don't get the luck either, and
Ladies, play.
I think she was right to try and intercept. Hold the attack. Her partner would have been taking it on the back foot had she not. Same again, same again.
16.
For what
11.
it's worth, Bobby, Chen and Jay Fan are the outstanding women's doubles pair for a long time now, right?
World record holders for
Yeah.
most number of weeks spent at #1, weren't they?
Yeah. They have a 85% win rate after winning the first game. These two are only just behind them on 83, Liu and Tan.
In their career.
Yeah. And this year it goes up to 88%.
Oh,
That's just how good they are.
12. 16.
Obviously, a new era of dawning here. These two dominating over the next half a decade or so. We'll see. But look at this. They've made it look.
that's a big shout, but
No, I'm just saying, are they? That's the question, right?
yeah, I mean, well, certainly they've got the potential to, and I don't see at the moment a significant challenge, and we're talking about dominating the sport. Not just, you know, staying at #1 for a while and, you know, ups and downs and being top 3 and winning some trophies and some medals on occasion. We're talking about dominating. I don't see any other pair in women's doubles with that potential right now, only this one. I don't necessarily think they will outright like Chen and Jia did. That's a tall order.
12.
But they could. That's the thing, they could. There's potential there.
Nice hedging.
Well, what I'm saying is, I wouldn't say that about any other pair in the world.
No.
Only they have the potential.
Would be the closest to being able to replicate that. Yeah.
18,
and they are 3 points away from wrapping this up. And they have not struggled at all on this end, have they?
I think they're having to work hard. I think they were in 3rd gear in the first.
Yeah.
I think they're now.
19,
I think they're now trying to give this second game everything. Did that go in? Did it hit her in the skirt?
It hit her. It hit her. She advanced, and yeah, she couldn't get out of the way. Oh dear.
She almost caught it, didn't she? Marvelous.
20, match point, 12.
8 match points for Liu and Tan.
Well, in the end, this match has been about as one-sided as it could have been. It felt like a tighter second game. It was a bit more competitive. Certainly the Chinese pair have had to work a bit harder. But showcasing their dominance.
Their 6th final in 7 tournaments for Liu and Tan. Absolutely brilliant from them. They have raced through this. I believe our quickest 2 matches today have been both women's doubles matches.
21.
That's amazing. And they've been brilliant without, I mean, there's been a couple of moments of magic in the match, but they've been brilliant without an all-round sort of next level performance.
Yeah.
They've just gone about their business. Terrific in defense as well, brilliant in attack, but it's just been solid. Taking the shuttle early, getting the basics right. They were far too strong today for Kim and Kong.
So Liu Shangshu and Tan Ning, the top seeds from China, have lived up to their billing. They've hammered these 7 seeds, Kim Hae-jong and Kong Hing of Korea, 21-10, 21-12 in 40 minutes. And so we come to our last match of this session. It's men's singles. Zhou Qianzhen, 6th seed from Chinese Taipei, plays the 3rd seed from China, Xi Yuqi.